Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ritual League 3.13. In this episode, I'm showing you guys this stone golem build, and we're going to do a blight, and we're ready for 3.14 with this new blight expansion. We got to anoint it. Oh my god, so wait. What am I doing? Wait. What am I doing? Yeah, don't even worry. Whoa. Okay, and then we'll chisel. And we're not alking yet, dude. We're not alking yet. Don't worry about the alk yet. But I want to show you guys this build. This is the stone golem build. I've already shown this season, but I want to go through it, and you'll be like, oh my god, I got more builds, and in the description there's going to be even more builds, but I want to go through this build after I set it up. So we have 95% chance for double drops. This is just stone golem's chaos golem. This is the pure golem build, because at a certain point in the season I was like, oh, I wonder now with the changes to the golems respawning for delving if you could make just anyways, let me discuss the build. So this is a stone golem build with the primordial chain, where you don't have specters and you don't have an animate guardian. So we use a chaos golem with anomalous bloodlust to get the crush. We have culling strike for culling, and we have feeding frenzy for the feeding frenzy buff off this chaos golem that has a +3 and minion life 18. And then we ended up. So this is a stone golem build. So you have 8 rolling stone golems, and when you look at the build, we have 1390 regen because I stacked primordial eminences. So we have a ton of golem buff effect. We have primordial bond. We have the golem commander. We're an elementalist, so we have the extra golem buff effect from the billion golems. It's so funny. So then the physical damage reduction is really high, and we have 12,000 armor, which isn't bad, right? 12,000 armor is not bad for not pressing your floss. 100% elemental ailment immune. Oh yeah, I don't need abilities, so you can take off. Oh shit. You can take off all of your abilities. Let me just. I made sure my minions are targeting the middle. Okay. Yeah, now we're good. So it's just regular res. And then we're 100% elemental ailment immune, and then it's crit immune because of a brass dome, and then we have really high regen and decent physical damage reduction. And this is T16 AFK Blight viable. So this is the one that obviously I recommend the most. It's at the top. It's like the king of the builds. It's like the smoothest, and one of the best parts about it is that it's an elementalist, so it has this big it has this shield, the Primal Aegis. And this Primal Aegis is giving us basically immunity to the fireballs. Those fireballs come, and we have an extra shield against it. It's really amazing. Highly recommend. And so obviously the build doesn't really need a headhunter, and it doesn't need some of the other stuff in the build. But the main points of the build are that it's pure stone golems, really crazy regen. The synergy is great. The elementalist scaling, the golem buff effect focus. Yep, so cool. It's so cool. Definitely very powerful for sure. I like this a lot. And then I have some more builds to show off. I have the I highly recommend, honestly, my chaos golem build. I have a carrion golem build for T16 blight that looks really solid. I probably recommend that one as well, because carrion golems are just great mobility compared to the other golem types, and then compared to zombies they have a leap. And then we've tested them a bunch. If there's no changes in the upcoming expansion, basically I'm prepping you guys for the upcoming expansion. This is everything I know, without like obviously extra practice and extra stuff. The extra stuff is next season, but this is what I have coming into the season, what I know based on what I've done, and what we can actually show you guys with actual video proof and build. Like, this is the POB, this is what I did it with, and here you go, tested. I've just compiled it all. It's almost like we did all the research and all the testing, and now I'm just compiling it, but also checking through and making sure it's good and getting only the best stuff, and that it's like, yeah, it's very good. And then everyone will be as ready as I am for the next season. So you see how the shield blocked the thing, and then we had a molten shell for 3,000 because we have so much armor. We had a giant molten shell, which the Molten Shell didn't block the Fireball. It came after, but I had 4,900 life as well. And we have a giant shield because of the Headhunter buffs. So you actually do get a lot of Headhunter buffs in Blight. That's not a joke. And this build has res cap, chaos res cap, the ridiculous regen, so it's really consistent. And then yeah, being elemental element immune is really nice too. This is probably like the most solid one of all of them, but obviously I think it has the most stuff. So you could actually use these builds as like educational, like the progression as well. Because they're at different points. I have a T14 build and I have a T16 build for carrion, and then T16 for stone golem, so it'll be two different takes completely, because one has animate guardian inspectors without this amulet, the primordial chain. So I'll show you guys that one after this. That's really cool too, but I wanted to start with the stone golem one that I have in the ritual league right now. That we got the gameplay right now. Let's go. Easy peasy. The chaos golem is really fucking cool too, but people don't believe in it as much, and there's no reason to continue to hype it yet. No point yet. Oh my god, we leaked 3. My HP on my pump. No. Oh no, dude. Okay, we have to get the loot though. We need the loot. Full complete. Full complete. Oh, and the reason why this one's the best, it's the survivability, basically. It's this one has the best survivability, the best, best damage, probably, like the best, it's just the most, like, it's the one I did the most with, basically, of them. And it's not to say that the other ones can't do more, it's just that they're not maxed, yeah. They're not maxed. Okay, let's look at the loot. Orb of Scouring, Cartographer's Chisel. Get these divs. Emperor's Lux, Professor, Verdant Oils, Azure. 95% chance for double drops. It's pretty insane, dude. Power. Okay, I thought I was gonna need my ability. Oh, smooth though. It's so clean, and like I'm telling you, this one has probably, like when you look through it, it's gonna be like the most well-rounded build of them. This is the one I'd probably recommend the most, or the carrion golem. Oh, Plasma. Oh, and a silver oil. That's a lot of loot. And then the zombie is a T14, and I have the chaos golem, which people don't want to. Yeah, people don't really want to play, but silver oil. It's because I don't know how you scale it really much past that, past what I've done, which is, yeah. So that's the problem with the chaos golem. But maybe it's just supposed to be what it is, you know. Either way, yo, that's sick. And here's the chaos golem build. I figured I'd just start recording at 2 minutes left in the map and show you guys. So yeah, no buttons. Let's take off all the abilities. This is the chaos golem build. I got it up and running. I put it all together, and then we have regular reses, 75 across the board. Elemental ailment immune, because it's another elementalist, and we're using another one where it has the buff with primal aegis, but this one we have fortify, so we're a bit tankier because we have the animate guardian, and then we have the animate guardian fortify culling, and then we have the frenzy charges. We only use carnage chieftains in the build. We don't actually use host chieftains because in this build chaos golems cannot crit, so it's really funny if you watch the chaos golems and their attack. It's like this wave on the ground, kind of like Sunder. If you notice, they're like rippling the ground in this giant long rectangle that shoots out. It's really crazy looking. It's really cool, and they just lack single target DPS, and their scaling would be difficult to continue past this because they can't crit, etc. But dude, they're pretty good. Like, they're actually pretty solid. And then we're an elementalist, so we're good against the fireball because we have the shield from the primal aegis that they gave us. Elementalist is actually pretty fucking good for Blight, dude. Elementalist looks pretty solid. So this looks like a pretty good run. I don't know where my Chaos Golems are, but this thing's gonna die. I'm not even worried about it. We have a curse on him. You can see it, the purple curse. That's from the Animate Guardian. Oh, there's a lot of bosses here. This is perfect. So we gotta kill that one. I think that one's gonna get in. That's okay. Yep. This is the Chaos Golem build. We got 5 of them. And then we Animate Guardian. And then let's look at our stats. So, 1200 regen. And this isn't like a min-max build. This is like half the skills don't do anything. It's not made for AFK Blight. It's actually an active build, but it also works for AFK Blight. And that's why we highlight it. It's like a showcase. Like, dude, Chaos Golems actually could do this. And like this is the top of Blight. So it really is incredible to me, because Chaos Golems were in my head just a Chaos or a like degen kind of thing, like Righteous Fire or the Infernal Legion. I didn't know they could do this before, and then we found out this season that we could do this with them. So then our skill tree was a ton of Primordial Harmonies, and you could actually get more. But this is what I went for now, and this was with skeletons that give Withering Touch and Feeding Frenzy, but I'm not even using it right now because I didn't set up any of it. I didn't change the build to AFK Blight. I just said yo let's go, and then hey look, it works. Even in that ridiculous, I think that's one of the hardest Blight maps I've ever seen, and we were still able to do it. I just let it happen. I was like, let's just see. Fuck it. If we lose, we lose, you know? It would be a even funnier clip, I guess. Let me get some of we don't need the abilities. Alright, let's open up the chest. That was pretty sick. Chaos Golem. So I probably wouldn't recommend starting it and stuff next season. This is more just like a holy shit, like look at what was possible this season. But we'll have to see if we find more stuff in the future. I just want to keep bringing this up, like, hey guys, Chaos Golems are not useless. They're actually pretty good. They're just, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're the best, which, yeah, so then you probably then it'll be carrion golems next. I'm gonna leave the best to last, carrion golems, and we don't know what the patch notes are yet, so this video basically leads us into that, and all these builds and stuff and what we currently had. And we'll see what they do with the patch notes and shit. I can't wait to see. Talismans are going to get changed, dude. Talismans are going to get so much better, forehead, because we're going to be able to get an oil with an anointed, and we have to corrupt blight maps. Opalus oil. It's going to be so funny. Stack decks. Gotta open them. Nice work. Opalus oil, dude. Nice. Easy. I wanted to include an honorable mention to this video. This is my zombie build that I started the season with and played for an entire month or so. Zombies were very good. Zombies got me to T16 AFK Blight as well in my original build. And so we have this T14 AFK Blight build right here. And it's showing 300,000 DPS per zombie. And it's a league starter. It's like pretty budget. It's actually viable. Like only 300,000 DPS per zombie isn't that crazy. And then it's doing T14 AFK Blight to really show you how accessible Blight really is. And then T16 is possible with towers. So it's really crazy that this was able to do it, because it's so many minions, it had so much coverage. The blocking on the bosses and stuff can help you extend it. So even this build, I'll have a link to this POB as well. We had so much cool shit that we did this season, so I kind of just gotta go back and, like I said, just organize it for you guys. But I can highly recommend the zombies too. It's just that I didn't go high enough damage. This was a way tankier build for what it was, and I didn't like super min max it. It's actually extremely budget compared to the other stuff I did, and it's very like league start, and it's pretty incredible what it was able to do for how little damage it had. Yeah, it's really crazy. It blows my mind every time I see this. But yeah, I have one more to show. The best for last, guys. This was the T14 Blight, though. This was done previously, and there's no point in going back because the gear is like meh, and it's only T14 Blight. But I wanted to mention this and also have the POB because this is important for the next season. We have to carry what we have, the best stuff, and move it into the next season. This is like the best zombie stuff that I had at the end without spending fucking ridiculous aura stacking. This is real, tangible. This is useful POB that I can gain benefit from, so you guys can too. That's what I'm doing here. Next clip. Oh, the loot. You guys have seen this before, dude. You guys have seen the loot before. You don't want to see it again. There's no way you want to see me rewatching my own video. There was a lot of stacked decks. Oh, a strand. Dude, that... There's no way you want to see me watching a video reacting to me getting loot in the past. Nothing? No oil? Scarabs? Polished Elder? Polished Legion? Polished Metamorph? Oh my god. We got Regal. I didn't put on the sound for this one because I didn't want to have two Ethans. Just me. There's some more stacked decks. This is sick, dude. What a good T14. And then this was old teal. Or no, this was triple crimson. Old triple crimson. 15 crimson. 15 lucky chests off of 3 crimson. Yeah. God damn. Legion incubators. How many? A few, like 3 incubators and ornate. Pretty good. That's enough for now. See you in the next one. And the best to last. I needed to highlight this one because this is like the original. Okay, so this is actually 3.12. Look, the original. Okay, and if you look, it's just 4 carrion golems. So this is like primordial jewels. I have a POB in the description below. T16 AFK Blight. This is not hardcore. This is not tanky. This is the minimum, bare minimum. Oh my god, but it works. It's like, it's so fucked up because it's just so much damage, but it's, oh my god, it's the bare minimum. It's really whack, and obviously we learned more defenses in the future past this part, but I needed to bring this back of like, yo guys, look at this. So when you look at the POB for this one, the carrion golems, look at the items, look at the tanking, like it's so squishy, but the damage, it's so great, and it's just cooldown points, and oh my god, awesome. PogChamp. So yeah, I just have to bring this all back to the reality of all this stuff. It's so cool. So this was able to do T16 AFK Blight, had some good resistance, physical damage reduction because of the Chaos Golem, had good regen because of the Stone Golem, it had the Primordial Jewels, and it had the extra cooldown recovery, it had the easy Feeding Frenzy without having needing to go Feeding Frenzy. We could have Primordial Might, and then this is when we still had Theaf Tool, so that's why I say like even more, we wouldn't even have Theaf Tool now, so your tankiness will hurt a little bit, but then you could add a Carnage, a Host Chieftain, so you'll have even more damage instead of because right now it's 2 Carnage Chieftains and a Theaf Tool, but instead of the Theaf Tool you could go for a Host Chieftain to get the power charges in the build, and this was with obviously an Animate Guardian with the Kingmaker and the Garb of the Ephemeral for the anti-crit because you didn't have a Brass Dome. So this chestplate with a Garb of the Ephemeral was like a pseudo Brass Dome, and that was pretty cool because it's like a lot of armor, and this was like some of our first getting into stacking armor, and when we started to look at the hardcore and actually just surviving, and then we came up with this combination that was able to AFK T16 Blight 100% of the time. And it was like, well, we just found the perfect combination. Now this is obviously for white maps, and so now we're wanting to push even further with like maybe magic and alking this next season, and corrupting our blight maps because you get the extra tainted oil and stuff. So yeah, pushing things even further beyond. This is goddamn crazy. But I needed to highlight this and bring up the carrion golems, and obviously the mobility and the clear of them. But they need enough damage to kill because there's only 4 of them, and this is with Anima Stone, Primordial Might, like all these crazy items. So it'd be pretty hard to do in an SSF hardcore unless you got them. And yeah. Either way, that's this for this clip. I just wanted to show and bring up the old carrion golems because these are definitely not dead, and if they're not nerfed, and if the stuff I show isn't nerfed, then it's definitely a possibility of an option to play in the future for Blight. All of these things have been proven. Carrion golems, stone golems, chaos golems, zombies, they're all very good. They have actual POB and example that you can compare with the game, seeing them with, yeah, that's why I showed all of them. That's why I brought them back up. These were nerfed, I think, by 20%, and the POB should reflect that, and they should still be fine, based on what I think, because the towers are so crazy, and, yep, this build's stupid. So, either way, I think that's it. I think that's over. That's all I'm going to do for now. Caught you guys up with every... It's a lot of stuff, I know. Few people are probably like, this is a lot of shit, dude. Which one do I go? Well, this is more, don't worry about it yet. Just continuing to toss out stuff for you guys, the stuff that I'm looking at, and the things I'm figuring out, and pretty much giving you more time to think about your decisions, and then more time to have more ideas, and then you have more ideas to bounce off, so then you can choose for yourself which one you think you want to go, because some of it's personal preference, and then there's also like ease of like how easy is it gonna be to replicate what I showed, because some of them are easier than others. Some are like ridiculous and really high damage and stupid items, but some are easier and more obtainable. And so you would think, oh, why would you show us this? But it's like, well, maybe I'm doing us a favor in the long run. So and I think more information is better than less. So either way, I hope this helps some people out there. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!